Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. By now, you probably know her as Congress's superstar freshman Democrat. Or if you watch Fox News, what would happen if Stalin was good at Instagram? Either way, you cannot deny she's making waves because she's only been in office for 6 weeks. But already, she's put forward a blueprint to combat climate change, which is one of the more ambitious policy proposals Washington has seen in a very long time. And it's called the Green New Deal.
We are going to transition this country into the future.
The Green New Deal calls for a 10-year national mobilization. The goal in one short decade to bring greenhouse gas emissions to zero, meet 100% of energy needs by renewable sources, overhaul transportation systems.
Expanding a high-speed rail to, quote, a scale where air travel stops becoming necessary.
It would modernize U.S. infrastructure, upgrade or replace every building for energy efficiency,
create millions of high-paying jobs, bring equality and equal justice for underserved, minority, and impoverished communities.
The plan calls for government-guaranteed jobs, government-provided health care, free education for life, and safe, affordable housing for everyone.
Wow. That's a lot of major issues for a climate change plan to solve. I mean, no, I expected the Green New Deal to tackle greenhouse gases and fossil fuels, but apparently it's also going to give everyone a job and health care and free education and provide affordable housing and get your parents back together. And don't get me wrong, these are admirable aspirations, but I'm always skeptical whenever someone proposes a cure-all. You know, it's like one of those old-timey health products that traveling salesmen used to sell. It'd be like, just one bottle will cure insomnia, headache, seasickness, mustache weakness, and even a total eclipse of the heart. But I will say this. The main part of the bill is about climate change. And Ocasio-Cortez is right that the U.S. needs to take drastic measures to prevent climate change's worst effects. Of course, over at Fox News, as soon as they heard Cortez and climate change, sirens started going off like bin Laden just emerged from the ocean holding Aquaman's trident. They were like, this is not a drill, we have a code AOC! Man your battle stations!
What is this Green New Deal? Answer, radical environmental socialism.
One of the most dangerous, impractical, misguided, economically guaranteed to be devastating plans ever.
Sounds more like a green nightmare to me when none of us are able to turn on the heat or turn on the air conditioning.
When we outlaw plane travel, we outlaw gasoline, we outlaw cars, I think actually probably the entire U.S. military because of the Green New Deal.
There's another victim of the Green New Deal, it's ice cream. Livestock will be banned.
The Green New Deal wants to go after flatulent cows. So what are they saying? We're going to ban hamburgers and Americans are never going to have a barbecue and flip a hamburger again?
No more steak. I guess government-forced veganism is in order.
Yeah, they'll force-feed us broccoli while giving us a tofu enema. Yeah. We're all going to be gangbanged by vegetables. Yeah. Yeah, that eggplant emoji, not funny anymore. Yeah. You know what I love about American politics is that whenever someone in the opposing party says something, there's this weird thing where you immediately have to take the exact opposite position. Ocasio-Cortez says that cow farting contributes to climate change, which is true, by the way. It's true. And all of a sudden, Fox News is like, cow farts are the smell of freedom, okay? Every time a cow farts, George Washington gives me a thumbs up from the grave. And look, there are legitimate concerns about the Green New Deal. You can ask questions like, how are you going to pay for it? Can it actually get done that quickly? Can we really replace coal with the electricity between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga? Is it feasible? There are enough real questions about the Green New Deal for conservatives to take issue with, but I guess it's more fun to just scare America into thinking it's about to become a vegan North Korea. Yeah! Because obviously, the Green New Deal doesn't ban meat or dairy, or air travel, or cars, right? You'd still be free to eat your steak-flavored ice cream on your private jet. What Ocasio-Cortez wants to do is invest in alternatives that are better for the Earth. Like wherever it makes sense to replace air travel with high-speed rail, we should do that. And honestly, why would you be against that? Who's that one guy who'll be like, but if we don't use planes, how will I take a shit in a bathroom that's only 2 inches larger than my body? Huh? This is an outrage. But look, it's no surprise that Fox News would oppose a plan that a Democrat came up with. What is surprising is that the country's most powerful Democrat would also be dissing the Green New Deal.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi is throwing some shade at it, telling Politico, quote, it will be one of several or maybe many suggestions that we receive. The green dream, or whatever they call it, nobody knows what it is, but they're for it, right?
Ooh, the green dream or whatever they call it? That's so cold. She dismissed the Green New Deal like it was like that weird kind of YouTube challenge, you know? It was like, all the kids these days are trying to snort cinnamon up their butts or save the planet for the human race or something like that. But look, not everyone is so lukewarm on the Green New Deal. In fact, polls show young people are extremely supportive of strong action against climate change, which is probably why many of the Democrats running for president have also said that they support it. Because if you want to connect with the youth and the energy of the Democratic Party, right now, you want to be on board with Ocasio-Cortez. She's basically the Cardi B of politics. Yeah. It doesn't matter what she's rapping, you want to feature on her tracks. Yeah, OOC's basically like, I like high-speed trains, carbon tax, and no planes. That's what I'm doing now. And the people gather round. That's her thing.